You know what day is. Motorhome Mondays. I'm outside today. Yep. It's blooming hot. I'm a bit sunburnt. Got my cool hat on. Oh blimey. I'm at Camp Creator, so I'm having a banging weekend with a load of YouTubers, and yeah, we're all getting burnt, but we're all thinking of ideas and content and everything, and yeah, hopefully some new videos coming your way soon. Right, let's start this lovely Monday off with the first question from Jeff. When you started, did you have an idea of van life and then bought your motorhome, or did you just buy it and fit van life around it? I'd be interested in your take, as people starting should get a van and see how it goes, or should they buy a vehicle and fit around their life? So I always say, and I've said it many times, and I'll say it again and again and again, layout is king. With a self-build, bit easier to change because you built it, so you know how to take it all apart to bits, you know, and without being offensive or really simplistic, it's lumps of 2x4 which you can take off and then, you know, rearrange if you didn't like it. With a motorhome, totally different. If you buy a design, a layout that isn't for your lifestyle in a motorhome, it really isn't worth trying to change the layout to fit your life. It's better to change the motorhome, because it'll be so costly, and it'll be so it'll probably ruin it, and then it will lose value unless you paid extortionate amounts to be done by a professional, which then it'll probably be cheaper to actually buy a different motorhome. So I really wouldn't do that. I would think of your life, what you like doing. So I always refer to the example of, if you're a mountaineer and you like climbing mountains and rocks, you're going to need loads of ropes and gear and all this and that. If you're a person that just likes to sit on the sofa and watch a movie after a day of, you know, exploring, then you're going to want a nice big sofa. You ain't going to need as much. You're not going to be all about the storage because you want the sofa. What your life is now is going to be in the van. It's not, with a bit of travel on top. It's not really going to be much different. Right, next question from Jack. When you first started van life, how did you go about finding out what equipment you would need to power your gadgets? Ask a lot of people. There are a few calculators out there, and basically you need to work out what power each item you're using draws in amps, and then how many hours you're going to be using that item. So, you know, you're going to be using your laptop for 10 hours a day. You're going to need to work out how many amps it draws per hour, times that by the hours. That's how much you're going to need, and then you need to work it out for 12 volt and 240. There's a lot of knowledgeable people out there, more knowledgeable than me. So yeah, there are calculators, like I say, and there are averages out there. So like the average microwave, the average TV, the average tablet, the average phone uses this much. So go and have a workout. You can buy these meters, so you could put it in line of your plug socket, and it tracks how much power it's used. So if you really had a weird item, you could probably do it that way. But yeah, just ask, and that car's really farting. Next question from Darren, which is an amazing name, best name in the world. His question is it possible to live in a motorhome if you have no fixed address? How would you also sort out about having a bank account? Well, I assume you've got a bank account now, so just don't change it. Let sleeping dogs lie. Same as you've got a mobile phone contract, you've got your credit cards, you've got your all that, just leave it. You can, if you've got no fixed address, you can use a friend's place. It's blooming boiling. I'm proper hot. I feel like crispy bacon right now. I'm really red. You can use a friend's address or a family member's as a care of address, so it doesn't affect their address in any way. Your mail just goes to their address. If you've just left and you're not sure who you're going to use first, you could get the Royal Mail to hold your mail for a while, at a cost obviously. It's all kicking off around here, isn't it? Cars farting, ambulances flying, sun sizzling me. It's all this Monday morning. It's proper on one. So yeah, you can get Royal Mail to hold your mail for a while. I think 6 months or a year, and then you can go collect it from somewhere. In the time that you decide who you're going to use or who you're going to ask to try and be a care of address. I think I did do a video which I will link up here about postal addresses, but I think that's changed a bit since I've done it. So I'll try and find another more relevant video if there is one, and I'll link that up here as well. So hope that helps. Next question from Daniel. If you had to give one piece of advice to a person starting van life, what would it be? I don't have to think about it. Do it! Just do it. Do it, do it, do it. You could always go back. You could always reverse it. If you freaking hate it, you sell the van, you sell the motorhome, you go back to bricks and mortar, you go back to living at your friends, your mum's, you go get a mortgage, you go get rent, and you do it all again. No problem. Just do it. Did I say just do it? I'm a bit animated today. I'm a bit animated. Next question from Dell. When you first started van life, what was your biggest challenges and what did you find the hardest to cope with? Biggest challenges. The thing I thought was going to be the hardest the biggest challenge I thought was going to be was park-ups. Hence why I started a park-up series once I got the hang of it. Which I'll link here. What did you find hardest to cope? And what did you find the hardest to cope with? I don't know. Probably water for a while. Getting water. And yeah, emptying the toilet, I suppose. Overcoming things like going to a public toilet with your cassette and emptying it as long as you clean it all. And yeah, things like that really, but they all just come with time. It's not a real issue. It's just the lack of times you've done it. So, but they'll all come naturally. So, next question from Paul. What? We've got someone singing now. So I've got cars farting, I've got ambulances, and now I've got someone singing. What is going on? What do you do when you're ill? Are you registered at a doctor's? How do you get prescriptions? Yes, I am registered at the doctor's. Like I said in the previous question, just let sleeping dogs lie. The doctors that you're registered at now, then just leave it. If you were travelling around the country, you can get a temporary registration at doctors. I've seen that I've actually personally seen that with some friends I've been with. And personally, with work, I've got private healthcare. So I can go online and get a digital GP and then get a prescription that way. So I'm alright that way. But you could, if you really were stuck, you could do that. I think you could probably get a digital GP for like 20 quid or something, and then they can prescribe something if they need to a local, or they send it to you via email, and then you go and get it from a local pharmacy. So yeah, you could do them few things. But yeah, let sleeping dogs lie. Where you're registered, leave it. Next question from Lee. We are brand new to this. We pick up our motorhome next week. Brilliant. Is it worth investing in another cassette for the toilet when we wild camp? If you're a couple and you are on the road, you're going to be on the road for a while, then yeah, you could. Always peace of mind, then you can get the things that hold it underneath, so it's not inside the motorhome, so it clips up underneath the belly. I mean, it's worth it. At least you've got it, and then when you do find somewhere, or you go to a campsite, you empty both. It will increase the amount of time you can definitely stay out while camping for sure. Next question from Jan. Where do you empty your grey water? My grey water, I use she's proper singing. Proper singing. I don't know if you lot can hear that, but there's someone we're really belting out some tunes. Where do you empty your grey water? Now, I'm probably going to get some hate for this, and crack on. I don't really care. I use like eco washing up liquid, so it's all nice, it's all good, and my shower gel is all organic because I got very sensitive skin, so I use organic baby shower gel. So, you know, that's that's a little bit of information no one really knew. So it all goes down the sink. No harsh, nasty chemicals go down. So I just let it go straight on the ground, down the drain, and on the grass. Make what you want of that. You might agree, you might not, but there's no real nasties. And when I then say this, you've got people out there, cars out there that will leak oil onto the road, and that will go down the drain and on the grass and everything. So oil is a lot more pollutant than my soap and my shower gel. Next question from John. Hi Darren, I'm thinking of going full time in my motorhome. How do you do when it comes to MOT, servicing and maintenance, work on the van? Yeah, I've got a few garages I go to. They know I'm full time. I'll straight up with them. I'm full time. They will do it there and then. They'll let me go off and wander, and they know that I need the work done. A few of them, if you're really straight up front with them and nice as pie with them, some will let them stay outside the garage, which is great, so you can get it all done. If it's going to be a couple of days, you can stay there, and then they'll work on it as quick as they can. As long as you give them a bit of notice and you're polite to them, and they're just straight down the line with them, you shouldn't have a problem. Last question from Sue Brown. My biggest bugbear with being in a motorhome / van is changing bedding. Is it always a battle with space getting the duvet cover on? What's your biggest bugbear, and how many sets of duvet bedding would you recommend carrying a person starting van life? Biggest bugbear, people calling a motorhome a caravan. My motorhome, I'm sorry, this is going to offend a lot of people, but my motorhome is not a wobble box. My motorhome is a motorhome because it has a motor. A caravan has no motor, that's why it's called a caravan. There we go, that's my bugbear. Quick story. One time there was a woman walking past the motorhome, because I could see her on the CCTV with a kid, and the kid said, "Oh mum, look at that caravan." And the reaction, I don't know why, I just went, it's a motorhome! And they heard me. Now I know a few of you are going to probably just go, "Oh, nice caravan," to troll me in the comments, but that's my bugbear. It's not really a bugbear. I suppose real bugbear would be the shuffle. So you get something out, and this is just because I don't put stuff away in the motorhome. So I get something out and then I leave it there. I get another camera out and I leave it there. I've got my laptop out and I leave it there. And then it's like all shuffling around, and then I've got everything on the sofa. So I can't even actually sit on my sofa because I've got so much stuff out, which I should put away. And that's me. That's not a bugbear with van life or anything, that's me. And the last part of that question was, how many duvet sets, bedding sets have I got? I've got 2. 2 for the main bed and 2 for the sofa, for when it's summer. So yeah, that is this week's questions, guys. Next week we're going to do questions about COVID, because there's a lot of questions coming about how I dealt with COVID during the whole lockdowns, and lived in a motorhome with COVID and all that. So any questions you've got about COVID, head to the website, drop them in the form, and then you've got a chance to get a nice shiny sticker, which I'll show you now. And yeah, have a great week, guys. Take it easy. Bye.